Hi YouTube. I'm just out here examining the storm damage. I mean, I already examined it a little bit, but there's just a couple little things down. There's some big stuff down there. I'm gonna go look at the back and just see. You see, my power went out. I thought maybe it was like these trees going on this power line right here. I think I'm gonna have to clip those, but it was actually like there was just like a ton of power out over in this region. They got it back on around 7 or something like that. So yeah, so my power went out for a long time last night. It's kind of sad, but yeah, just like a couple little branches down. I know there's probably like some people with like tons of storm damage. Is this actually a branch there? There might be a branch there that like blew into that. I'm not sure if that's part of the stuff, but yeah, there's definitely some medium to small sized like little branches down and stuff. Oh, my plant was out here last night and it was like all blown over and looked crazy. Yeah, see, there's quite a bit of stuff back here. I wanted to look at this tree, see how it looks. It looks like it took the storm pretty well. So maybe it'll still keep standing for a few more years. Because I was worried about it last night. I was like, man, hopefully it doesn't go down. This might be like some of its little baby branches or something like that. I'm not sure. Bunch of them over here, so yeah, it might be from it, but it doesn't look like anything big did indeed take any damage. Like, it looks, I don't even see where these would have broke from, honestly. Like, it looks pretty good, so that's good. We don't want it to fall down anytime soon. This is probably its root right here. No, this is actually one that's cut off. Actually, I see that now. But yeah, and oh gosh, my cat scared me. He ran by fast. Wind. Yeah. So this is like the biggest, well, not the biggest piece that fell, one of the biggest pieces that fell. I was worried about this one too, but I'm thinking that the way it sits, probably anything that would fall, it wouldn't hopefully fall on the house, wouldn't blow into the house, I hope. Maybe something small would, but yeah. This is like one of the bigger pieces that fell. There's like that's a piece of apple tree, it looks like, maybe. Maybe it might be from this, actually. That looks like a piece of dead apple tree, though, to me. Oh, my cat wants some attention. Got like this little piece fell off. Let's see how this looks. Well, that was just a piece that fell out of there. I think it might look okay. There's a couple other like medium-sized pieces. Hopefully if this tree falls, which is the one that looks the worst out of all my trees, hopefully if it falls not on my house. This one looks like, ooh, that's gonna fall. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll zoom in. Yeah, you see where that's broke right there? That's gonna fall here soon. We gotta be careful about that for sure. Ooh. I don't think where it's sitting it's gonna land on my house, but it's not very big. Like, I can see where it's cut off up there, so it's not like it's like a big ass limb, but I don't want it to take down those other limbs when it comes. That other one's way up there, and so is this one, but I'm glad that one's cut off right there. So hopefully that falls in a way that's not on top of me or my house. I might have to see about cutting that down. Oh my gosh, it is just hanging from a freaking splinter there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it is literally chilling from a splinter. So I'm gonna walk around the other way. I'm gonna tell everybody not to walk under that. Oh yeah, it's hollow. It looks like on the inside. You guys, I don't think I'll be able to show it from the ground. I'm pretty tall, and I can see that it's, yeah, you can't really see it from here, but looks like it's hollow on the inside from the bottom. Yeah, so a few things came down, and the ponds. Yikes. Oh, I'm zoomed in, that's why it looks so crazy. Yeah. So this plant didn't really go anywhere. It's a little softer than it was before, but I think it's going to be okay. That one leaf that was brand new leaf died, I guess. This thing straight blew itself over. I need to get like another rock. Let's see if I can find another rock really quick, guys. That way I can brace it from the other side so it stands up nicely. These ones surprisingly look okay. That one's kind of like wound up in itself, but it looks fine. It didn't take like major damage. This one didn't really take major damage either. I don't know why not. I guess those ones are more with the brunt of it. This one was like all blown over really bad last night, but it looks like it's starting to come back. So they'll probably gradually grow back to the sun, but I do want to brace that one. Looks like there's a little rock right here that I can grab. If I can get it, guys. There it is. Yeah, this one will be perfect. My cat is like, let me get that attention that you're giving to the fish. I need to feed these guys out here too. I fed all the inside stuff already. Oh, looks like one thing fell in my pond. Looks like a branch there. It wasn't in there before, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this. Like, oh, sorry, you can't see. I forgot. Take this and put it right back here like that. Maybe a little bit closer, like there. Take this one and move it. Oh, I scared away my cherry shrimp. There was a cherry shrimp in there. So I think that's kind of holding it up a little bit better. So it should be okay. Maybe I could take this one and flip it back around to where it's like, I don't know. No, I think it is better this way. Yeah. So that's good enough. I don't really want it blocking that rhizome. Actually, what about this? Actually, yeah, that's best, I think, right there. You see, it's got a little bit of room back there to grow out, but it's not gonna like, it shouldn't fall over as easy now. It's definitely a little bit falling over, but it should grow back from that. I just don't want it to, some more wind to blow through and blow it over even worse. Let's try to get this duckweed off of here. See, I gotta do a little storm repair and try to bend my, I guess I stepped on my cat or something, I don't know. He's like literally standing underneath me and wonders how he gets stepped on. I'm just gonna bend these all back the other direction a little bit, like softly. Make sure if you do have this happen to your guys' ponds, you don't just like start bending them all crazy. I'm gonna take some gravel. Man, that one does not want to stand up. Alright, gonna have to brace them with some rocks, which I don't really want to do because they grow new shoots out of the bottom down over there, so I don't really want to like block where the new shoots could come up too much, so I try to use as few rocks as possible here. I kind of got them to bend back up. I'm gonna have to sit down the phone really quick. I don't know if it'll sit there. Looks like it's going to. It's not waterproof. It is splash resistant, so I am playing with fire here. Putting it right there. But oh, there's cherry shrimp in this bucket too. So it's possible I covered up one of the other little shoots coming up, but I do want to make sure the original shoots stay pretty good, you know. Let me just throw a little bit more gravel. I'm actually going to get some fresh gravel. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Oh, it's hard to do that on camera. Here we go. Got a nice handful of gravel from my other bag of gravel that I still haven't put in the other pond. I'm just gonna give it some support gravel. And I'm kind of tired of all these. Duckweeds being where they're at. all over my plants. So I'm going to put this sponge filter back here, somewhere in the back, around the wood. Have to move the wood around a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, that should be good. Sorry about that, guys. Now my hands are a little bit wet, so give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I put the sponge filter back there, and I put some more rocks in here. Actually, I need to move this one. Put it like right here. Yeah. Yeah, I like that better. They look, they're doing a little bit better. Oh, look! The praying mantis. We literally have like, I can't remember what it was. My brother said, he told me about it today. It's like a Diche or some kind of stuff like that. And it's like a hurricane type wind that comes through every once in a while or something like that. And he was saying that that's what this storm was. That's why it was so, like, such a big storm. And they said it's worse than tornadoes. They said it's normally like a 100-mile storm when it happens. I thought that was a dead cherry shrimp, but it's like a little helicopter leaf kind of thing, type of deal. But they say it's usually like a pretty big storm, like 100 miles long, and it, you know, affects like a lot of people. But like 100 miles is only what, like not even a state for sure, like a couple counties or something like that. Probably not. Like, depends on how, you know, how long it is or whatever, which direction it goes and everything. But still, it's not that big of a distance, 100 miles. But they were saying this one was like 700, about 700 miles or something like that it affected. Really, apparently it fucked Iowa up. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get all my duckweed to one side so it'll leave my plants alone. At least for now. It blew all to the other side. Might go put it in the other pond because it seems to leave the other pond plants alone a little bit better than in this pond. And these ones seem to be suffering a little bit more over here. The other ones seem to be looking okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do if this iris dies. I'll probably buy some more, but I don't think I'll be able to buy them until later. Unless I can find them as like bulbs. I think they sell them as bulbs. When they're not in season, like when they're not in their growing season, because I think they grow bulbs inside of the container, and then like every couple of years you have to like get in there and cut some of the. Hey, leave the kitten alone. Big cat beating on the kitten. No big deal. No big deal, guys. Even though I yelled at him. Yeah, but I'm thinking, yeah, they sell them as bulbs or seeds or something, and I think they grow bulbs in their containers, is what I remember reading, and that they like every couple of years you got to cut them out of the bulbs, and that way they have more room to grow and stuff. So we'll see if mine make it through to make it that long or not. So yeah, you see, I put the sponge filter there, and I put all the duckweed on this side, and now it should kind of divide it a little bit, you know. What I could do if I really wanted to, if I wanted to keep the duckweed all on one side, I could get it all on this side, and I could take like a line and run it. But this thing's water level will probably go up and down. Like literally last night it was like all the way up to this, and now it's a little bit down again, probably the sun. So yeah, and then I wanted the water hyacinth on this side. I'm gonna put the big water hyacinth back here, and then hopefully the little one will stay up there somewhere. I don't know if that big one's underwater good enough or not. That's probably better. That should give him room to chill. And he's like wedged in there so he won't move, hopefully. And that one should like wedge in around the corner somewhere and still get some light. Duckweed going crazy. Yeah, but this is the thing that you don't like about duckweed. But I think it looks super cool, and it covers the pond. You don't get green water near as bad. Oh, my water hyacinth over here is crazy looking. I'll have to reposition it. It took a little bit of beating. Hey, dude! This guy's beating up this kitten. I have to beat him up. Sorry, YouTube. Had to give the cat a water hand slap for beating on the kitten. I know that's probably against YouTube's community guidelines. But still. Sometimes it has to be done, right? Right, America? Right? We Americans, though. We know. We know. Sometimes you just gotta smack somebody in the face for, you know, sometimes they have warranted such behavior. Okay, so I'm just kinda, you know, I'm just fucking around on YouTube today, showing you guys. I want to get all this duckweed out of my area so I can have my good feeding area back. I might have to set it up to where the duckweed goes on that side, because they don't like to stay on this other side, I don't think. Especially when the wind comes through. Yeah, it really likes getting in this chameleon plant bucket, which looks cool, but it's probably kind of annoying for the chameleon plant. He probably don't like it very much. He's probably like, why is this other plant invading me? I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I'll help out. At least get some of the stragglers out. What's that, buddy? Yeah, I think it is supposed to rain tonight. I still want to... Oh, yeah, we don't need to water that plant, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I was about to water my plant again, but I forgot that it doesn't need it because it's raining. Raining tonight. Okay, so I got most of it. You can see there's still a little bit back here, but it's looks a lot better now. It looks a lot better when it stays on that side like that. That looks gorgeous. It doesn't really take... It'll take me like 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that, to do this. That's not too bad. So I like the duckweed. I think it's really nice. And if I get too much, what I'm thinking about doing is turning that pond into a goldfish tank. And then when I get too much in the ponds, I can just like go feed it to some goldfish, some koi or something. I think they say koi need like, I don't know, like 1,000 gallons of water a piece or something at adult size, some kind of crazy stuff, because they're like, you know, they are a little bit aggressive, and they need a lot of food, and they need a lot of space, and they eat a lot. So I know they say it's like a lot. I can't remember. There's different sources that say different stuff, but I have read like 1,000 gallons before, and I was like, whoa, that seems excessive. But yeah, so maybe that'll happen eventually, and I can get rid of my duckweed that way. Until then, I'll probably just like throw it away or something. Okay, so everything looks a little bit better now. That made everything look a lot brighter and shinier. Oh, neighbors are home. They're probably thinking, what the fuck is that kid doing? Go ahead and give them some bug bites. This is like my favorite thing to feed right now is bug bites. Tropical formula for small fish. Just because like everything that I have, technically everything that I have eats it. Everything. So like shrimp eat it. Gold white clouds eat it. Rainbow fish eat it. The big peacock cichlid, he will eat these. He will find these. He will go through the gravel. He will pick them up. He will get them. The bamboo shrimp, they will go through the gravel. They will find them. The bristlenose, they will find them. The pygmy corridor that I still have in one tank, he would eat these. You know, literally everything I have. A monarch shrimp, snails, everything. Everything I have eats these. So I think that's like my favorite food. The only other thing that you could really say that about that I have is I can't remember what brand they are. Is it Tetra? It's Tetra. Tetra tropical granules. They're also really, really good. And pretty much everything will eat them. But sometimes I've seen some fish that are smaller not be able to fit them in their mouth fully. And like have to like spit them out a couple times and stuff. The big fish likes them. Like any like full grown live bear, like full grown white clouds, rainbows, anything like that, they'll eat them for sure. But something, you know, medium size maybe, or like less than an inch long, like my emerald rasboris, like those. I don't know if they would eat the tetra granules as good. You'd probably have to powder them up, like crunch them up. But these bug bites, they're a little bit smaller. And if you see, it's got insect larva and salmon recipe. So I mean, that's like, let's see, we got ingredients on here. I could probably pull back the thing and see what the ingredients are, but I know that the first ingredient, which is the one that's the most prevalent, is the insects, I'm pretty sure. Man, I don't see. Oh, here it is. Yep. Look at this. You'll never see, like, one of the only fish foods. It's fire. Dried black soldier fly larva. So that's good. Almost all fish are insectivores in some ways. You know, a lot of people like to feed their fish like live feeder food, like other fish. They really, like, they like it, but like it's not giving them the nutrition they need, because most fish aren't piscivores or piscivores or whatever you want to call them. Like most fish in the wild, they don't eat other fish, and if they do, it's like little tiny fish, not like a feeder goldfish or a rosy red or something like that. Which, you know, I'm not saying don't do that, especially if you have your own sustainable way of doing it, like growing your own fish and you want to feed them. Sure, it's a great way to just like add a little bit of protein, but it's better to do crustaceans and insects. Crustaceans and insects are like what really gives fish the boost they need. Look at this cat is just chasing this kitten around still. Dude, leave that kitten alone. But, bro, leave the kittens alone. He's crazy. Yeah, dried black fly soldier larva, that's a good ingredient. Salmon is the next ingredient. And then fish protein concentrate. So that's like the first bad ingredient. I mean, it's really not even a bad ingredient. It's just like the first one we'd be like, what is that kind of? Like, what is that made from? Everything else, it's like, oh, that is that thing. That is that thing, the whole food. Green peas, potato, wheat. That's some weird stuff, but it's probably like, it looks like it's like minerals that you add in, probably. Lecithin is an emulsifier to make all these oils mix in well. And all these other things are like oils and minerals that are good for fish. Like, that's a lot of minerals added in there. A lot. That's some of the best ingredients you could really ever see on fish food, and all the fish go crazy for it still, even after feeding it for so long. I'm going to have to beat up this cat again, guys. So, I have to cut this short. But yeah, I fed all the other tanks already. I wanted to plug the bug bites at the end of this video, but I just wanted to show you guys the yard, basically. My power was out for like 8 hours last night, 7 hours. Yeah, I'm going to have to beat up this cat. Look at him, he's trying to beat on kittens all day. Anyway, but have a wonderful day, guys. Enjoy your YouTube time today.